Yo, just vibe with me. Come on and vibe with me, yeah. Yo, just vibe with me, yeah. Check it out, yeah. Yo, it's something like the wrong or the right, and you can see it as the balance of life. Yeah, it's something like the yang and the yin, and you can see it as the balance within. Word. There's a fire that's rising inside your heart. If you become an able to manage it, it'll rip you apart. Flesh put in the furnace turns into ashes, as if the flames are flowing from a fountain of passions. Everlasting desires that are changing it seems. We are confined to lines that we gotta walk in between. Easily we perceive these limitations as we face it a challenge of remaining straight in the balance and never falling in the foundness. A constant temptation as it offers immediate satisfaction, but patience is one element needed for a state of awakening and making the distinction between what is given and taken. Yo, depending on the situation, if we able to choose the next step, either accept or refuse. Fruits bearing the poisonous reptilian purpose to hurt us, throwing us right into the fire that burns us. Yeah, it's something like the wrong and the right, and you can see it as the balance of life. It's the balance of life. It's something like the yang and the yin, and you can see it as the balance within. Yo, it's the balance within. It's something like the wrong and the right, and you can see it as the balance of life. That's right. Yo, it's something like the yang and the yin, and you can see it as the balance within. We are the daughters and the sons, and in the reflection of light, in spite of all of which we might have expected, we never ready or prepared to be the ones to put the weight on our shoulders. When they turn the page, it is over, the book is closed and it's laid on the shelf. But found in any story is a name for whom the pain has been felt. And if the rain shall fall upon the earth and the sun doesn't shine, in our mind we know it must have been time for the skies to give life to the rivers and seas. The universe had to take away the sun so that we could receive the very strength that is needed to breathe. And believe that there must be a better reason we grieve than the greed and related sins, guns and the cancer. A prayer that is called into the night is unanswered. It is in the hands of the balance of our creation to administer the determination. It's something like the wrong and the right, and you can see it as the balance of life. It's the balance of life, man. It's something like the yang and the yin, and you can see it as the balance within. Yo, it's the balance within. It's something like the wrong and the right, and you can see it as the balance of life. Yo, it's something like the yang and the yin, and you can see it as the balance within. It's something like the wrong and the right, you can see it's the balance of life. It's something like the yang and the yin, you can see it's the balance within. It's something like the wrong and the right, you can see it's the balance of life. It's something like the yang and the yin, you can see it's the balance within. But we keep on moving anyway. Yeah, we know that we got to advance. Each step, yo, we taking a chance. Just move. It's what we doing on the daily, can't stand still. Gotta wonder why a brother just can't chill. Post up, relax and feel the vibe. But responsibility is good for blowing your high, man. Maybe we could be mistaken to look for the meaning in a world that's dominated by crooks. No masks, no gloves. These thieves running the cheese all across the 7 seas. Whenever we try to break over peace, it just seems like it's out of our reach. Kick back, take a good look at the picture and find a way to make it. We can make it in time, believe that, yeah. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Yeah, from the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Yo, the first element like your first breath, and the first ray of light, and you know the rest. Cause and effect, pause and reflect. Cause the quotes are the blessings, the notes are the lessons. When we talk about class, it ain't status. We grasp the microphone apparatus and blast. Let the the sound transmitted for space. You can't chase it by running in place. Go on, flow on. It's so long to those gone. It's so strong, we know the spirit lives on. We listen to it and it's showing us how. It's more than gravity that's holding us down. Hold it down, yeah, hold it down. And the moment is now. Try to fight for you, throwing a towel or ride out on your last element like your last breath. When the sun sets, then you caress. It's all rhythmic. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Yeah, yo. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Yeah. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Yeah. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination of rhythm and class. From the first element to the last, we the perfect combination. Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, boom, bap, bap. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. When you picking up your pen, what you doing it for? 1, 2, 3 into the 4. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be more. Now, yo, Boom Baptist, the originators on this rap tip, trying to do away with all this whackness. Boom baptized with the flow, we hit them with these rap guys. Fall into the water, then they capsize. Boom Baptist, the originators on this rap tip. 30 years later, now it's madness. Boom baptized with the flow, we hit them with these rap guys. Fall into the water, then they capsize. Rapping is what happens on these dirty streets, people packed in. Somewhere by the corners where they clap kids, where the street baller legends practice. And inside the sadness, when they fall in love against their last kiss, and where occupations is attractive, usually coincide with quantities and fractions. Double the percentage of these never-ending caskets. It's expected on this road, we moving fasting. Boom Baptist, the originators on this rap tip, trying to do away with all this whackness. Boom baptized with the flow, we hit them with these rap guys. Fall into the water, then they capsize. Boom Baptist, the originators on this rap tip. 30 years later, now it's madness. Boom baptized with the flow, we hit them with these rap guys. Fall into the water, then they capsize. Yo, 1, 2, 3 into the 4. When you picking up the pen, what you doing it for? 1, 2, 3 into the hold up, thinking that it's time for us to grow up. And yo, ain't no way to take you back in the days. We ain't mad that you acted your age, nah. Yo, but somewhere down the line, something was lost. For everything we gained, what was the cause? So really it's a matter of the preservation of the art. A rapper statement that you make originated from beside the heart. All up with the generations that are gonna bring tomorrow, and should understand its origins and honor it. The Boom Baptist, we on this rap tip, trying to do away with whackness. Everybody knows that feeling in the soul when they think that they might give up. Even in the dark, just listen to your heart for the light till the sun comes up. There's so many people out here hurting, baby. Yeah, we see that something just ain't right, something ain't right, I know. And there's so many things that just ain't working, no. Gotta look at how we live our life. Yeah. There's a lot of people struggling with lots of pain. There's a lot of evil troubled by your thoughts of shame. No coincidence, the product of a rotten game. Caught up in the plot, but we're not a part of the gods they claim. Being labeled as sinners, swear we all the same. Never hailed as the winners, so they call us names. And the killers and criminals is the parts we play. The memory of who we used to be, it starts to fade. And so we end up in the cycle where we start to see falsehoods attributed to us as though it's prophecy. And only hearing voices telling us we're not to be, carrying the weight as we under this pressure constantly. Where survival is fundamental and not for free. But don't get it twisted, it's not a game, it's monopoly. Made for us to never see, never instead is possibly. Even better get up and believe, cause all we need is us. Everybody knows that feeling in the soul when they think that they might give up. Even in the dark, just listen to your heart for the light till the sun comes up. There's so many I tripping? I don't think so. So I load a bullet, but I shoot it through my pencil. Artists from the heart, designated to be sinful by the same ones who done put us what we've been through. So it's problematic situations we get into, and the consequences they are surely gonna hit you. End up miles away from the heavenly and blissful, victims of a stray and a poorly guided pistol. Now your family is looking for a suit that fits you. Everybody knowing how they really gonna miss you. Taken from a future that you never gonna get to, or because the past circumstances do affect you. Struggles in the physical or born inside the mental. Put inside a cage, then behave just how we're meant to. Take a closer look at exactly what you're next to. Hopefully this bullet from my pencil is what gets you.
Yeah, everybody knows that feeling in the soul when you think that they might give up. Even in the dark, just listen to your heart for the light till the sun comes up.
There's so many people out here hurting, baby. Can't we see that something just ain't right? Something ain't right, I know. And there's so many things that just ain't working, no. Gotta look at how we live our life.
I read God Loves Me, and he said, read it again. I said, God loves me. He said, read it again. Read it again.
Yeah. We steady living our lives up on the defensive, and the force that we need to sustain it becomes expensive. Ain't gonna be no ends if there was never a means. Challenging the competitors, put together a team that'll compose a strategy that has never been seen. It'll oppose a fallacy that is commonly deemed as the root of humanity, going after the green. Wondering then how can it be that we have to believe that it's occurring naturally, being turned into fiends, bordering on insanity, living up in a dream. Seeing the scene with clarity, forming our definition. It'll change our reality, storming the opposition that has been in control of the images and depictions of our expression is criminal. So we fit the description, but we flipping the picture, kicking the non-fiction, exposing the contradictions, but holding the golden diction.
It still humbles me that this force, which made leaves and fleas and stars and rivers and you, loves me. It's amazing. I can do anything and do it well. Any good thing, I can do it.
Wondering if it's lies that we give to the kids we teach them. They should reach for the skies, but I wonder if they gon' reach them. Thinking about the chains that were placed in their hands and feet that were taken away. Change for this way to maintain the feet when all too commonly people ain't comprehended the meaning. Living upon this earth, we in search of a purpose, dreaming. Keeping us in a place where there's not enough to believe in. Anywhere to escape from the perpetrators and thieves. It is these that are not afraid to take anything that they seeking. Be the ones that'll make it impossible for the needy, and continue to act as the promises ain't for keeping. Never seem to be practicing that which they keep on preaching. Every word that they speaking, we see the venom is creeping steadily into our minds and bodies, leaving us weakened. Repeatedly confronted up against demons. It'll take the power of belief to stand up and beat them.
That's why I'm who I am. Yes, because God loves me and I'm amazed at it and grateful for it.
I'll begin with the public school situation, which I know more about. Look, the truth is, it's very hard to talk about education in this country. You can't begin to answer without feeling terribly feudal. And it's hard to talk about education in a country in which illiteracy is adored.
And here you go, here's a cap and gown, now you graduated. Tell everybody on the block that you made it. What you can't read, do a bridge project. Socially promoted on this road of sick logic. Check accountability, measures in the system. Is it beneficial to instruct without wisdom? Suppose that the graduation rates are improved. What does this increased number really prove? Here's a way to do it, give them all D's. D is for diploma, but the principal is pleased. All that people see is the rate is steady rising. Is the fact that schools don't work so surprising? 18, 19, 20 years old, and life is but a test like we've always been told. Graduation rates, just another number, and another way to keep a lot of people under.
And our children, therefore, are victims of the principles according to which the country is run. The country is not run according to the will of its citizens, but for profit, for money. And education is $1 billion industry. And the least important part of that industry is child. I think this is a criminal, but this is the way it works. This institution is like many other institutions. Really, I'm not trying to be funny. It's true. You know.
All it is emails, CCs, personnel files. Motivation killers got daggers in their smiles. Counterfeit compassion, evident duplicity. Complicated matters that are treated with simplicity. Taking broken trees and tie it on the branches. When it's separated from the root, then the chances that the fruits of labor will ever be produced are minimized as the lies overcome the truth. Everybody scrambling, trying to find the reasons. Blame it on each other, blame it on the seasons. Contradicting reason, logic, understanding. Everyone can see that the seeds that need to be planted in the current structure, fundamental flaws. Seeking the effects and pondering the cause. Is it for correction, finding a solution? Or is it deception, profit and confusion?
Look, the truth is it's very hard to talk about education in this country without talking about the whole society in which it mainly fails to occur. All the American institutions are racist. And to get an education under those circumstances is a tremendous act of the will. What you have to do is pick up the tools and with your own intention. You know, that's the trick.
Too short. Coming up short, yo. You trying to find similes for the word short? Manipulating language, yo. We do this for sport, for real. Maybe it is shorter than the 6-inch ladder, or the distance that you find inside molecular matter. Shorter than the skill set of a one-line resume. Shorter than the confidence of someone who hesitates. Shorter than the permanence of something that never stays. Like father-son relationships with someone you never raised. Or like a baby elephant's tusk. Or short like your patience dealing with someone you don't trust. Shorter than the sunlight that remains when it's dusk. Or shorter than the body count that's from a gun that don't bust. Short like a bristle on a 1-inch brush. Or short like a love affair that's built only on lust. Or shorter than the verse you wrote when you know that you rust. Or short like the urn they put you when they burn you to dust.
It's that heat, boy.
Is it all a game or is it real? I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And so every day I'm just trying to find the meaning of life. And I just wonder if I'm living it right. Yo. Is it all a game or is it real? I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And so every day I'm just trying to find the meaning of life. And I just wonder if I'm living it right. And yo, in this game, some are gonna win and some will lose. So I'm checking out my strategy, I'm making moves. Do my mental push-ups and I'm running laps. Some are running suicide, some will collapse. Folding under pressure, searching for the treasure. In pursuit of fame or the riches or the pleasure. Some are in the game strictly for the competition. Others trying to get the ring and they on a mission. But me, I'm trying to see the symbols in the playbook. But the coach keeps it under wraps so I can't look. I'm stuck, trying to figure out the rules. Trying to maximize the full potential of my tools. Agility, precision, focused on the shot clock. Thinking of a couple close calls when they got hot. Thank goodness for the strength of my team. They always stay with me as we trying to live the dream. Is it all a game or is it real? I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And so every day I'm just trying to find the meaning of life. And I just wonder if I'm living it right. Yo, and yo, it's real. When I give you a pound, and it's been more than a minute since I've seen you around, and yo, it's real. When you stand in the crowd of your close friends and family, praying out loud for the person that is getting put under the ground. And it's real to imagine how they up in the clouds, looking down upon us, calling their names, as they soul in our memories forever remains. And that's real. So in their honor we ride, trying to make the most of what we got while we alive. How many sunrises you got left before the reaper starts coming and your number is next. Some say reality is what a person chooses, living in insanity and trying to see what truth is. Until the day that revelation is here, we keep rising. Mental elevation is real, and that's real. Is it all a game or is it real? I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And so every day I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, and I just wonder if I'm living it right. Yo, is it all a game or is it real? I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. And so every day I'm just trying to find the meaning of life, and I just wonder if I'm living it right. Check it out now. Yeah, I got a question. Yo, so what you writing for? That's the question, man. Check it out one time. You hearing it all the time. Independence and freedom. Take a look at the lines as you read it between them, and they start to become see-through. Lethal offenses where we weren't considered people till they make some amendments, so the lies are never defended. This nation depended on the blood and sweat of the captured to have it so splendid. And they mention the freedom. You see how they bend it, or they take it away completely, and they keep on pretending like they walk in the path of righteousness, holy intentions. If you pledge your allegiance, and your soul has been sent to what? To an eternal sickness, a mental infection. With a journey for truth, this disease is prevented. But the second you choose the mission to search for the strength that is needed to walk the road without your knees ever bending, it's when you will feel the presence and blessings of ancestors. Give it to their descendants, spiritual independence and their freedom. It's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody trying to get their freedom. Yeah, it's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody trying to get their freedom. We just trying to be free. Hey yo, looking for my freedom, but I'm feeling like I'm never gonna find it. When I am eternally reminded of my separated state with a hyphenated name, all because of African and Latin in my veins. So the great nation that is indivisible still benefited from perpetuated principles of a conflict for the sick with a 666 in the mix of mind tricks, where the psychological design gets heavy. But we not ready for the preaching and teaching. Not when all the people have been sleeping, caught up in the dream of the green economical machine, got us turning into fiends. Word life, but my searchlight be the team I can see with my third eye. Gotta wise up and get the words right. As the world fights over freedom, it can mean the whole time that I should be looking in my own mind. Freedom, yeah, it's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody trying to get their freedom. Yeah, it's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody trying to get their freedom. Yeah, it's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody trying to get their freedom. It's what I'm writing for, it's what I'm fighting for. Everybody wanna be free.
All of this time, look what we're going through. I know it ain't right for me, not for you. Gotta decide what we're gonna do to live our life.
I opened up my laptop, and this day was when I first heard a statement of make America great again. My heart froze, I knew it wasn't a game to them. They've been aching to see us bound by these chains again. With fathers hanging from trees, mothers get raped again. All in the name of superiority claims, and then they get the chance to say what has been on their minds. And now, speaking with executive privilege, they won't quiet down. But we knew it was always there, just said it private. But in this climate, they don't believe it, the need to hide it. They can say just what they want if the president can. The same one who see my father as less of a man. Some people live a type of life that never demands. They overcome these obstacles that they can't understand. So when we're saying how Black Lives Matter in schools, it's cause the situation's got to improve. This ain't cool, this ain't cool, this ain't cool.
All of this time, look what we're going through. I know it ain't right for me, not for you. Gotta decide what we're gonna do to live our life.
Yo, so recognizing the system, well, it's okay to hate it, long as you can see that we're drowned if we never never navigated. And what success is just being able to stay afloat. We can't progress when our spirit is what's remaining broke. And so we're seeking our direction in these battered boats that are built from aggression and these shattered hopes. And so we find ourselves battling the rising tides, thunderstorms, hurricanes, and these violent skies. But even in the darkest night, we try to find guidance in the stars of the heavens so that a child can shine and wipe away the tears and the fears. All these years that are self-defeated and the oppression of self is all we hear. It's no surprise the mean mugging and attitudes. Living as the kids are the ones who did what they had to do. So when we saying how Black Lives Matter in schools, we just trying to make a path for the youth. It's on you, it's on you, it's on you.
All of this time, look what we're going through. And I run, not for me, not for you. Gotta decide what we're gonna do to live our life.
And everybody's smart enough to know that, I mean, we've been slacking and we want ours. And I don't mean by like hours, 40 acres in the reef, because we're past that. But we need help. I mean, for us to be on our own 2 feet, us meaning youth or us meaning black people, whatever you want to take it from. For us to be on our own 2 feet, we do need help. There's no way that these people should own planes and their people don't have houses.
All of this time, look what we're going through. And I run, not for me, not for you. Gotta decide what we're gonna do to live our
We are a speck in the middle of a cosmic void. The atoms in your body, the molecules that comprise life, are traceable to stars that manufactured those elements in their crucibles of their cores. That's almost spiritual of what it is to be human. We are a participant in the great unfolding of this cosmic story.
The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running. Because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running. Because we all know one thing. The time will come.
It will certainly cover me and you. And in that moment we finally gonna see the truth. Or maybe that is a limit beyond what we can do. Or maybe not. Is it possible that we each can choose to rely upon visions of where we need to move, that are provided and kept aside as they reaching through the boundaries of the flesh to help us be the proof of the potential that's kept aside of the seeds and fruits. It is the spirit of hearts moving to nature's rhythm. But when this living is harsh, using the ancient wisdom to see yourself in the stars and in the lakes and rivers. Behold the grace of the gods that has been placed within us to bear witness in awe, but we can't take it with us. Upon the moment we're called is when we face the finish. Or maybe that is when all of this is just beginning.
Time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running. Because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running. Because we all know one thing. The time will come.
Where the things that we seem to lend so much importance will be determined to be pretend. And when the value is gone and we have reached the end, is when we're finally drawn to seek the meaning. Then we all travel upon the road of time and space. And before we are gone, we're trying to find our place. What we leave on the wall is just a minor trace. Everything it will fall and then the signs erase. into the air and the sky, to where we all created, within the waters of time, to where our spirits waited, and in the motion of breeze, a rhythm that is sacred, to where the branches of trees, they have been known to make it, the way that all of us breathe, and we behold the grace of the gods, and so we believe that life is what we make it, and then when all of us leave, it will be time to face.
Time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time gon' come. It don't matter where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time will come. It don't matter where you're from, where you're running, because we all know one thing. The time will come.